What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Who are you, Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
BlueNote fan report. Oh, hey, you, and you. It's the BlueNote fan report. We're going to talk some hockey today. Yes, I said it. We're going to talk some hockey today. The Blues are taking on the hot, the streaking, we want the cup Florida Panthers. 7 in a row. Their last loss was to who? Who was their last loss to? Do you know? Do you care? Do you watch the show? I don't know. Aaron Culture, thank you. I know I'm not going to get as many people to watch today. I've been blocked in a few groups now, or limited in what I can say and do, and I don't care. Fuck it. Right? And Aaron is right. It was the Blues. We were the last ones to beat them. And it was a good win. Wow, did the Blues surprise the frick out of me today? I was flabbergasted when I saw the news. I really was. I did not see this coming. I didn't see this coming. I took everything that Armstrong said at face value. I probably shouldn't have. He talked about younger. We have all this great talent in the minors ready to come up. And what does he do? He signs 29-year-old Nathan Walker. I thought Walker's time with the Blues was done. Thought it was done. Absolutely. Hi, Sandy. I thought it was done. I admit it. Did not think, I couldn't see him re-signing him. Thought his time in professional hockey was over, and or not professional, in the NHL was over. I didn't see him getting re-signed. I saw him getting an AHL contract, but I didn't see him getting re-signed. And lo and behold, hello. Hey, we could have a Shaggy sighting on Thursday. We play the Rangers in the Lou. Maybe we get a Shaggy sighting on the show. I don't know. I hope so. This is an interesting game for the Blues. They have played 2 very tough games back to back, and they played them very well. They had 2-1 victories against tough teams, and 1 at home, 1 away, and now you've got we'll get there. It surprised me. Will be who? Oh, I think he's Snuggerud. That's who. Yeah, he will be. I'm shocked by it. I'll be honest. I'm absolutely shocked. It's a great deal. I mean, it's a one-way deal, but so he's going. They're going to play $775,000 for a guy that's going to spend a lot of time in the minors, but he's an energy guy. He brings some. Ashley. He was mainly signed to fill their AHL roster. He'll get NHL. But why put him on a one-way? Right? Yes, Anthony is in Dahizi. Yes, he is. Where we at here? Got 12 viewers, got 3 likes. Ashley Jones, Sandy Gardner, and Aaron Coulter. If you do it on YouTube, I greatly appreciate that too. We had Gibbs on from Twitter the last time, and that surprised me. I haven't seen him in a while. I guess with the way Twitter was, but now that Twitter works, he's on. Maybe he'll be back. I really appreciated him being here. I know he's one of those guys. Look, I'm not going to bang on Kairu. Oh, Gloria, how you doing, Gloria? I hope you're doing well. I know. I know how things are with you, and I hope you're doing well. My heart goes out to you every day, every moment. You're a great friend. I'm not so sure about that, Lance. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. At 29, I struggle with that one. If he was 26 or 27, then yeah, but at 29, I struggle a little bit. Yeah, he keeps clearing waivers, right? I mean, here's a guy you can get for free. Why would you accept him in a trade? I'm kind of with that. Well, you know what? The Panthers last year, their season didn't end in April. It ended in late June, right? Almost early July. Hey, Jason. Parayko tied for third with Bob Plager all time. He's going to pass Jackman at 803 games. So what? I'm terrible at math. So 803 minus 616. Let me do some quick math, and maybe some of you math majors will knock the number out, but can. So it's 803 minus 616, 187. Divide that by 82. So two seasons in this season, 2.2 seasons. He's going. Yeah, in 3 seasons after this season, if he plays every game, he's going to pass it very soon. He's going to pass it in a couple of seasons. I can easily see it. I don't see Parayko going anywhere. And I did listen to the interview that was on ESPN 101, and he got his praises sung. And I really like that. And I'd like to see him get more offensive. I really would. I would love to see him get more offensive. Right? That's what I'd like to see from him. I know we're not going to have as many watching, and I know I'm going to struggle today. So bear with me. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the game with me. Know that I'm going to struggle some today. Right? Solars is starting with, so it's the battle of the backup, Solar and Hoffer. I think the last time we saw Solar, didn't we? I think it was it Bennington or was it Hoffer? I'm pulling it up now. Give me a second. I'm trying to pull it up. I might have missed it. Yeah, I missed it. I gotta go back. Let me go back and find it. Okay, why am I missing it? I'm looking for it. Hi, Jake. That was Bobrovsky. Okay. Bobrovsky for Florida. Who was it for us? Was it Bennington or was it Hoffer? I think. No, we won that game. We won that game, Ash. So he didn't get pulled. It might have been. I think he's going to be a guy that's going to go up and down. I really do. So normally I get. Oh, here it is. Okay. It was Hofer. So Hofer beat Bobrovsky, right? Bushnevich with the game-winning goal. Um, they had one. They had one goal. We beat them 4-1. We had goals. We had 2 goals from Bushnevich, goal from Kyrou, and a goal from Torpachenko. Ashley, I did something that might be considered slightly stupid. Um, I in my fantasy league, I picked up Scandella. I needed a defenseman. He was available, and just looking at what the way he's been playing, I thought it might be worth it. Alex Kennedy, how you doing, Alex? We're talking about today's game. We're talking about Walker getting an extension. Talking about beating the Panthers last time 4-1 against Bobrovsky. Tonight, Solars is going. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Is going to be in net for Stolar. He has played 10 games. He's 5-3-1 with a 205, and that's a hell of a GAA, and a 918. Hofer is 7-6-0 with a 276 and a 911. Panthers are on a 7-game win streak, guys. In their last 10, the Panthers are 8-2-0. Right? And we've given one of those 2, right? I'm doing my right thing again. In the last 10, we are 7-3-0. 3-2 in our last 5. Blues are playing good hockey right now. Tonight could be one of those games that goes backwards. It really could. I hope it doesn't. 2 years. Yes, he got 2 years. Cap hit 750, I think, or 775, around there. I think it might be a little bit more. I think I'd seen something like 1.6 million over the 2 years, so somewhere in there. I would think so. He gets exposed when he's up too much. He's not an everyday NHL starter. He's been in the league 8 years and only played in around 113 games. He's had time where he spent the whole season down. So to say he's been in for 8 years, that's kind of I mean, I get what you're saying, but I struggle with that a little bit. Kyrou and the toe drag. I like that they're doing Kyrou today. 1 point in this game would be good. I admit it. I said that these 5 games could be really, really good for the Blues. This is the turnaround game. This is the one where it absolutely decides what you're going to do and how you're going to do things. This is it. This is that game. Right? To me, this is that game. He started his career 8 years ago. Okay, fair enough. Here we go. Yeah, he started in 2018. Right? What did I do here? There we go. He first came up in 17-18. He played for Washington and Edmonton. I think he was drafted by Edmonton. Might not. He might have been a free agent. Here we go. No, he was drafted by Washington in the 3rd round, 89th overall, the 2014 draft. I think he got traded once, and then came. Let me see if I can find his transactions here. I'm trying to find his transactions here. I'm not finding it. I don't know where it is. Oh well. Maybe I'll find it later. But I know he signed with us. He wasn't traded to us. He signed with us. Alex said 1 million to Mark to make it even for 2 years. I'm on board with that. It was less than it was. I want to say he's getting 775 now. He either got the same or a little bit more. Hold on. Why can't I? Cap friendly. Continue without supporting us. He calls an assignment. Nathan Walker. Do a refresh to be fresh. Sunquist, Torpachenko, and Walker. Man, I think Torpachenko's too low. God, he's a better than a fourth line player, at least in my eyes. I know Lance disagrees with me. 775. He got the same 775 for the next 2 years. So league minimum, basically. Right? League minimum. Right? Here we go. Where am I missing here? Win or lose, we have a focused team on the same page. Unlike, agreed. Do you think Ruby looks and sees new coach and wonders what I did wrong? Probably not. Ruby was not the problem. The team stopped playing for him anymore. No, I disagree with that, Alex. You're going to get an argument with me. The reason they stopped playing for him was he was the problem, right? You actually even said it. You say Ruby, the team stopped playing. Why did the team stop playing for him? Right? That's the thing. Why? The why there, and the why was his system. It didn't work. They didn't trust it. They didn't believe in it. They didn't believe in him. They couldn't stand getting yelled at every single day. There's a lot of stuff there going on. Trust me. That's a fact. I'm not sure what you're saying. That's a fact on Bud. 28 points at 100. He's not good enough to be in the NHL full-time roster. He's an energy guy, Lance. He's not a points guy. I mean, he brings other things. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah, see, I kind of struggle with that. I disagree. Okay, stop. Let's okay, Alex. He brought us the cup in 2019. 1 year. Flash in the pan, lightning in a bottle. What happened after that? He had the same team the next year, and something happened in the bubble, and this team went away from him, and he never got it back. Right? You cannot go back and say, well, he brought us the cup, the system worked. It didn't. It worked 1 year. It hasn't worked since. It hasn't worked since the bubble. And in fact, you go back and you look at 2021-22, when we had the 109 points. That was an offensive system. That was Montgomery's system. That's the only one that worked. Right? And there, I'm sorry, Alex. No, that's not it either. It has there's a lot of different reasons that system worked. And to be honest, the way the playoffs lined up was perfect. That's more important than anything else. Okay, Lance, I'm not going to argue with you anymore, bud. Okay, and I get that, but he couldn't. What about the 8-game losing streak to start last season? I think he had 2 8-game losing streaks last season. It feels like he had more longer losing streaks than he had winning streaks. Right? Alex, I'm sorry. I'm not so. I think Berube was a lot more of a problem. And if you go back and say, well, he won the cup, so that's all that matters. To me, that was the problem. That was the problem. You fell back on something that wasn't working. That worked once. It hadn't worked since. His attitude took over his pride, and that's quite possible. That's quite possible, right? He had a year to fix it though, and he didn't. At least that's how I feel. Well, we got in something I didn't want to really get into today, but he was a mild Keenan. No, not a mild Keenan. I think he was a medium Keenan, right? I mean, you look at the players we lost, and I've argued before that a lot of the players that we lost had to do because of him, right? Players that didn't re-sign here, I feel that there was some closed door stuff that, and there's just some of the way some of these guys left. That made me feel that there were some things going on that did that. Why are we playing better since Berube left? Look at the difference in the system. Look at the difference in the system. We're taking shots. We're limiting. We're spending more time in the offensive zone. We're not, as soon as the puck gets given up, falling back. We're staying on the puck. We're not immediately going into defensive posture. That's the change. Should have kept a lot of the players, but the problem is those players didn't want to stay here. That's the thing. Beats it to it, but Walker was drafted by Washington. Yes, he was waived and picked up by Edmonton. Walker was waived again and picked up by Washington again. Okay, I couldn't find that. Thank you, Ash. You win. Okay. Biggest reason not playing, scared to piss him off. I don't know. I think for me, I just, the product that you're seeing on the ice, the style of play on the ice. I mean, and Armstrong talked about this with the defense. It's shots. We were feast or famine. We give up 25 shots, and the next game we give up 45. Here lately, we've been very consistent in that 30 range, and that's the number you want to see. That's the number. 10 shots a period is about average. That was Berube's system. And signed with, well, I knew he signed with St. Louis as a free agent. I wasn't sure about him. I knew he was with Edmonton. I didn't know about him getting waived. I wasn't sure if there was a trade deal or something on there, right? He spent more time with us than anybody else, right? And to be honest, I think we were the only ones that would sign him. And it surprises me that we signed him. My guess is if you're signing him, he's got to be doing something down in the minor to help the young kids, because that's what you're looking at him for. That's what you're looking. I like Walker's game. I do like when he's on our roster, but you know, if he wants to stay here, he's got to produce a lot more regularly. He's got to be able to put more pucks on net and produce that way. 18 watching. Wow, thank you. Craig Maz, if you're watching, thank you. No, you won't say anything, but you know what? I want to say hi anyways. Matt Park, David AC, JJ, Jason Nichols, Ashley Jones, Andy Gardner, and Aaron Coltier. Thank you. Aaron, you were first today. You win the Booby Prize. Booby! Wait to see what happens there. He's a spark plug. I agree with that. I think he was second in points in the minors. I think he was second. He picked up a defeated team and turned it around. So he did do that. Berube did do that. And that was what they needed at that moment. But I know of something that happened in the bubble, and I will not. I've told 2 or 3 people. I've been very, very cautious because I found this out in a way probably shouldn't have, and I'm going to protect the source 1,000%. But this is why I soured on him very quickly. Just trying to have some fun, man. Just trying to have some fun. Little bit of fun. I hope I didn't offend anybody. I really do. Tonight, let's see. Let's look at that top line. Um, that top line really needs to get going. But to me, it's not the top. It's that second line. Saad, Neighbors, and Shin. And right now, I do not feel like Shin is playing good enough to be on the second line. I think he should be on the third or even the fourth line, and I mean that. If he is injured, playing the way he's playing, he is hurting this team and needs to tell everybody he's hurt and let somebody else come up and produce because he is not producing at all. Right? I didn't tell you what. What did I do now? I'm not sure. I'm lost. Ashley, you're always welcome on the show. I miss he was a dick and talked to players like trash. I know that, but professional athletes need to be called out. No, Alex, do you want to be talked like that at your job? I thought I told you the bubble story. I thought I told you, Ash. I thought I told you. Alex, I've talked about this. Do you want to come into work? I'm gonna relay a story from my Navy days. I've told it before. Some of you have heard it, and not. I work retail. I get it, but let me explain something, okay? Yeah, I agree with that. While I was in the Navy, I was on a ship called the USS Gary, FFG 51. I think I got that number right. Yes. Uh, Guided missile fast frigate, based out of Yokosuka, Japan. Um, Ships have birthdays or anniversaries just like anybody else does, right? Just like any other things. The day that you're commissioning is your birthday. That's your first day in active service. Well, our ship wanted to hold a birthday celebration for the ship's upcoming 18th party, and they put a note in the plan of the day asking, if somebody would coordinate it. So I went to the Command Master Chief, CMC, Senior Enlisted Advisor, and he asked, said, "Hey, I'd like to do it." He says, "Well, what do you want to plan?" And I said, "Well, right off the bat, I want to do a Steel Beach picnic, the cakes, things like that. I think I'd like to see if we can get a small committee together and plan a fun day for the crew." He said, "Okay, do that, and then come back to me with what your committee comes up with." I set up a committee. We decided to reenact the christening. We were going to have a talent show to support I think it was MWR, or support. I forget what the thing was that was going on, CFC or Navy Relief, whatever that was, support that and a few other things. And he said, "I like it. It's aggressive. It goes." So we planned it, worked on it. We had to set it up while we had to do all the pre-planning before we got underway. We got underway. We held the day, and it went great. It was, the ship had been going through some tough times, and that was a day that it went off perfectly, right? In the plan of the day, the next day, there's this big old note about how great it was and what I did. When we were at quarters or the morning meeting, my senior chief, the guy in charge of me, read the note. It's basically didn't even read the note, just said, well, I just we just got to say he did a good job, but I wish he could do that in his everyday job or something along those lines. And it just diminished it. It took he had a chance to really put me back and restore my leadership. Instead, he just destroyed it. I stopped working for the guy at that moment. I quit. I was done. My time in the Navy, my next 3.5 years were junk because I just wanted to serve. I quit. Because you have to understand, when you have people in power like that, there's nothing that you can do, no matter how good you do, it's going to be worth it. And no one wants to work for somebody like that. Hey, Robert! That's true. That is absolutely true. Right? They can play. I don't think you need a tight game. I think you got to score. You got to get out on this team fast. Right? Yeah, they're talking about games that ended 2-1. How you doing, bud? How you doing? 17 watching, got 9 likes. John Hefner, Jose Figueres. Jose, can you Figueres? Jose, he's full of dynamite. Matt Park, thank you. David AC, thank you. Sister JJ, driving down the road, listening to the show. Robert Thomas, man, he is just he's man, he deserved the All-Star. And he's probably going to be the only one. This All-Star vote, from what I've seen, like Bennington isn't even in the top 8. And I'm not sure. I don't think anybody else. I think the only other guy that might get in the final 8, Kairu could, but I doubt it.
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's
For I had people. Oh well, Shin played so horribly with that game-winning goal. God, that is seeing the forest and not the trees. Go look at the trees. First of all, he gave that puck up a lot during that game. He wasn't one of the top 3 shooters. He was the 5th shooter. I mean, a couple of things break other ways. He doesn't even get a chance to shoot. You got to look at all of that. People tend to. I'll tell you, how many of you have seen the movie Little Big League? I think I talked about this before. Right? How many of you guys have seen the movie Little Big League? Right? Yeah, shootout. Oh, he's not having a good season. I absolutely, and I'm getting toasted for saying that. Parayko's having a great season. No, not in the defensive. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think as many people are seeing, especially fan level, that see him like we see him. Right? Anybody out there seen Little Big League? Anybody care? Oh, my numbers dropped. I was at 18 down to 12. Woo, bye. See ya. So long. Okay. Little Big League is a movie about the Minnesota Twins. Their owner dies and leaves the team to his grandson. His grandson and is a baseball connoisseur. Him and his grandfather have talked the game and all of this stuff. He really understands the game. They're struggling. They're struggling, and they decide. The manager says or does something, and the kid decides to fire the manager. Right? Well, in looking for a new manager, the kid finally goes, you know what? I can do it. Right? School's about to get out for the summer. I can do it. So he's in with one of the coaches, with the bench coach and a couple others, and the bench coach is asking him, yeah, the star dated his mom. Yes. I think so. No, that was not Little Big League. I don't think that was Little Big League. That was the Rookie, or Rookie or something like that. That was the Chicago Cubs movie. Though I could be wrong. So the kid asks the coach, give me a situation and set me up. Now give me a situation. And the coach goes, man on third, 2 outs. Well, okay. What do you do? Then the kid, realizing that, starts qualifying it. What inning? Playoff, regular season or playoffs? Playoff push or not? He starts asking all these qualifying questions to get to what the answer is. That's what you have to do with any situation, is understand all the trees that created the forest. Well, we're about to have puck drop. And that's why when I look at Kyrou, I don't bang on him like everybody else does. And I haven't, even though I've been called a flip-flopper. We went over the numbers. Let's hope we can beat him today. Matt Tkachuk, back in the Lou, back home. Probably there's there's his box. Yeah, there's Walt. Walt's there. Yep. Oh, we didn't. Maybe we'll talk about the Kevin Hayes thing later. That is ridiculous. Hofer makes first save of the game. We need that. Backdoor feed doesn't get through.
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Bush Navy, that was a bad pass there. So that puck just went off Kyrou's stick. I bet guys who are counting are going, that's a loss. That's Kyrou losing the puck, right? That's the Kyrou negative glasses that they put on. I don't see that as a giveaway at all. It was a pass that was too hot to handle. Yeah, good point. Hi, Ryan. Got 13 likes now. Way, thank you. Gina! Robert Morton. I love you, Bob. I love you, Bob. Thank you. Yeah, kinda, Ryan. Hi, Gina. Well, I'm seeing some new names in the like category. Thank you. That's nice to see. Nice to see. What do you mean, no control, John? Oh, nice. Good chance there. Yes, the Panthers have 7 in a row. Boy, he needed that. Boy, he needed that. Yeah. And remember, you're not supposed to say anything until I say it. He needed that. Oh, he needed that. Big time. Big time. Oh, it was on a delayed penalty. Nice. That line needed that. You waited, others didn't. Hey, Daniel, welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. How are you watching us? What group or page are you watching me from, bud? Looks like Prunovich is going to the box. Our penalty kill's got to be good here. That wasn't a trip. Well, let's see how our this power play's hot, so our penalty kill's got to be better. Got to absolutely. Oh, there's one shot on goal. To the crease. Oh, good save by Hoffer there. Yeah, we do. Hey, Danny! Welcome back! Parayko fires it down there, wastes some time. Good move. Good setup there. Power play, gotta stay out of the. Yeah, I agree. Return of the pounding. I'm at 1353 right now. Good kill. Good kill. Get 3 shots, but we kill it. I'll take it. They got Walker, Hayes, and Torpachinko. That sounds like the third line. Either Hayes stepped down to the fourth line. Oh, Krug lost it big time. Oh, wow. He had Hoffer beat, too. We got lucky there. Woo! Yeah. Big time. Actually, I forgot. I have Kessel on my fantasy team, but he's in the minors. I haven't brought him up yet. Oh, Kyrou just missed. Oh, right in front. Bim Bim, welcome. Welcome to the show. Yeah, that should have been a goal. Oh, yeah, he just lost it off his stick. He just lost it off his stick. Wow. Yeah, that was a goal. We have a total of 13 watching on Facebook, 3 on YouTube, and 2 ghosts watching on Twitter. Right as we move into a commercial. Look at the early stats. Shots are 5-4 in favor of Florida. They had 3 of those on the power play. Yet. Yes, Shen did score, my friend. Shen did score. Oh, wow. Here to the, I don't want to show that. See, I might have to remove somebody. Yeah, he got smoked. I mean, he got beat, but good move, and he just lost it. Yeah, now I got to delete him. Oh, well. There we go. Should have known something was going on. Still appreciate all of you guys watching on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and wherever you're watching. Thank you. Right? Establish the forecheck. See, I think I think we need to. I think that one of the important things is to understand what a forecheck is. A forecheck is a check in the defensive zone, or the offensive zone. Pardon me, in the offensive zone. That's a forecheck. So it's not just. A lot of people think that the forecheck is against the behind the net. It's not. It's everything in the zone. Everything in the zone, and that's what I think we need to remember. Oh, Kyrou, nice shot. Now, see, someone would say Kyrou lost that there. He never had the puck. I mean, it was a bad situation to begin with. I almost lost that. Check, check, check. Oh, wow. That was, oh, they're going to look at that. That might have gone in. That might have gone in. They're going to look at that. Listen to see if the horn goes. Crew got back on Kachuk. Chuck E. Cheese. Ah, Shen gave that one right away. This could be a real tight game. Couldn't get outside on Larson. Oh, and then my TV goes to an ad instead of showing it. Damn it. I didn't get to see it. Ah, that sucks. It was right there. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. It's going to be tight. The Central itself is going to be tight right now. Right? Uh, that was Shen's first goal in 17 games and first point in 13 games. Hi, Andy. Oh, well, I mean, it's hard to react with that. We're way behind third. We'd have to have a 8 to 10 game win streak to get into third, and even then it would, because a lot of teams are winning in our division right now. Yeah, he got a 2-year contract. Kicks in next season. I think Kessel's still looking for his first NHL goal. Oh wow, that. Oh, I thought he kicked it in. Well, I thought he kicked it in, but he kicked. That's not the save of the game. You're talking about a puck he missed and calling it the save of the game. I heard if we'd been top 20 in the power play. No, I don't think so. I don't believe that. Yeah, looks like Bennett might be going in the box. There we go. Power play. Let's see if we can make something happen. Oh, I wish I was there with you in the snow. I wish I was somewhere else other than here. I really do. Yeah, well, ESPN one's going to do things like that. I mean, that's their job, right? I don't. You're saying that we would have won so many more games if our power play had scored so many more goals, and I find that hard to believe. It's like hindsight is 2020. Oh, Thomas' shot goes wide. He was wide open too. Off the crossbar. Wow. Oh, this looks nice. This looks hot. That power play unit looked really good. Oh, now Florida's pressing. Hey, see, no one on that side. No one on that side when you need them. All that pressure, you got to have at least one guy get over on that side. One shot on goal, but it looked good. Looked better. And then Florida started pressing, and we couldn't get out of that press. Oh, wow. Right off the crossbar. I agree with you. I agree. Absolutely, Gina. Oh, wow. Torp just gave up a big one there. Oh, Sonny with a little foot action. Go, Walker! That's how you protect the puck. Wow. I thought Walker protected the puck something great. I don't think he's lost his confidence. I don't think Kyrie's lost his confidence at all. Oh, Bush Davis, nice shot there. Yeah. Need some goals, guys. Need some goals. Talking to my fantasy team. I hope so. We could also be down 2-1. Right? Keeps this up. He could be a Lady Bing candidate. He's playing discipline. Oh, what a save by Hoffer. Ah, they scored. Great save, and they gave it up. Yeah. Yeah. Not a good play by the Blues there. Yeah, it was a nice shot. Oh, son. Yep. Oh, Neighbors is offsides. Neighbors was offsides. If that goes in, they challenge that for offsides. Look at Neighbors never tagged up. He was offsides. He was offsides though. Baker gets it in. We got 3 to go in the period. Shots are 9-8 in favor of the Blues. Or not 10-8. 10-8 in favor of Florida. My bad. 10-8 in favor of Florida. I got that wrong. Oh! Wow! What a sequence. What a sequence. You're right. Who said that? Robert, I agree. That's tripping. That's tripping. Varner was tripped. I've talked about stuff like that before. That's tripping. And that should have been called. That should have been absolutely called as tripping. Let's see what happens here. Could be some penalties coming. Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Four on four. They're doing a little bit of it. I don't like 4 on 4. We're not fast enough for 4 on 4. They are. Hey, David. To me, unsportsmanlike conduct should always be looked at as a double minor or a major. I mean, yeah, it should be more than a 2 minute. For what? Wow. The Cairo haters are going to come out now. That's not. Ah. That. Yeah, that's a bad penalty. Bad call in my eyes, you know? That's not understanding situation. It's going to be hard to kill this. Oh, for two big saves there. That that's not the spirit of what a trip is in my eyes. Well, wait a minute. What about Mikola tripping Varna? I think or Kaepernick coming across. That was a blatant trip that wasn't called. Blatant trip not called. Hard 60 minutes of hockey played there. Um, Shots were 11-9 in favor of Florida. Scores one apiece, tied at one. Shin gets off the snide, finally gets a regulation point, scores a goal off of Neighbors inside at the 3:24 mark on even strength, and at the 15:56 mark, Strudlin on a bad sequence for the Blues ties it up at one. Kachuk takes a tripping penalty at 11:36. Prunovich has taken two penalties. Or no, pardon me. Prunovich took one at 4:20 for tripping. Vishnevich took one at 18:49 for roughing. That was a matching minor with Oliver Ekman Larson for unsportsmanlike conduct at 1849, and then Cairo with the bad trip call at 1934. About zebras, but it seems like we get a ghost call at least once a game, at a bare minimum. Well, I mean, we've been the most disciplined team all season, so it's not like they're targeting us and giving us all these bad calls. But you know that's a situational call for me. I can't call that. If I'm a ref, I can't call that, especially after missing the trip, the major trip on from Mikola. Right? I appreciate that comment, Alex. But there's a lot more going on with that. That senior chief absolutely hated me, and he made it known. Lance, if you want to come on, you can. I don't understand that comment. Did I say something or do something wrong? Hey, Lance, did I say or do something wrong, bud?
No, I tried to get on earlier and I realized I was on Mozilla Firefox that I haven't used in a while, and it
Oh,
actually took me into one of the old shows that was already over.
okay. Yeah, so I didn't understand that comment. What did you think of the first period, bud?
I thought it was a good play for a good first period. I thought the Blues actually carried the play for most of the first period. And man, I tell you, since they've been playing really well, they're putting a lot of pressure on these teams in their offensive zone. They're making it hard for defenses to get the puck out of the offensive zone.
What did you think about the tripping call on Cairo?
I wouldn't have called it.
Yeah, our buddy Chris Shockey saying a trip's a trip, and that was a trip.
Well, yeah, it was, and I guess if you want to follow the league rules, but
Yeah.
there's at least 4 or 5 times through every game where it's a lot worse than that, and they don't call
Wait
it.
a minute. Look at the sequence earlier with
Yep.
Kaepernick.
Yep.
Mikola goes down as Kaepernick's coming over. Mikola comes up and trips Kaepernick. That's not called. That's I've seen plays like that before where a guy's sliding and he cuts the other guy's legs out who's coming across, and they call that a trip. Well, and the guy purposely is going that way. So whose shirt? You are a nice shot. I'm not sure what that means, Tad. No, I thought it was a well played period.
Well played, yeah.
Other than the one mistake that ended up in the back of the net, and obviously there were 2 others. It could be 3-1 right now, or 3-2. I think it should be 3-2. But Hoffer on the one where he got faked out of his jock strap and the guy lost the puck, and then the one that caught the post and stayed there for without going.
Yeah, when he made that first save, when the guy was basically in all alone on him, that was a pretty good save. And then they just couldn't clear it out. The Blues couldn't get the puck out.
His stick was just touching the skate. He was going after the puck. It used to be, the rule used to be that if your stick touched the puck, it wasn't a trip because you had a right to go for the puck. Right? That's the thing that's been lost in that rule.
Well, here's the thing to me too. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. Krug partially got himself turned around and fell. The ref could have said no on that trip too. But both of those were calls that it was just up to the ref at that time. And I'm going to bring up another point. I love the fact that all the players came to Buchnevich's defense, even Cairo. got
Yeah,
in
well,
there.
actually, no, it was Thomas's defense. It
Yeah,
was Thomas.
Thomas. Yeah,
Yeah,
but Buchnevich went in there, and Kyrou got behind him and was
yeah,
pushing guys around. And when you didn't see a lot of that at the beginning of this year, where guys were
yeah,
really sticking up for each other,
yeah,
and in the last 2 weeks, they've really been sticking up for each other.
yeah. Shin getting that goal, that was huge. He needed that. And I've been all over Shin. And
Yeah, and I have too. But you know what? Shin is one of those guys. And speaking of Shin, he's on the Car Shield commercial right now.
yeah,
Um, Shin's one of those guys that's always been streaky. He'll score 6, 7 goals in 10 games, and then you won't hear from him for 4 or 5 games. But I'm glad he's scoring because he's definitely not playing physical like he
well,
used
hold
to.
on. That was Shen's first goal in 17 games and his first point in 13 games.
Well,
That's not streaky. That's dead.
what I'm saying is he could be starting a streak. He did get the win in the shootout.
Yeah, but that
I know that doesn't count,
count.
but
Yeah.
but he needs to start a streak. And if he don't get hot, he's just, I don't know. He's a second, third line player.
John says, like soccer, if you slide and get the ball first, fair tackle. That's what it used to be. That's like, remember the
Yep.
the greatest non-trip in Blues history, the Bozak in
Yep.
game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yep.
Right? Everyone talks about that, and I even brought it up with Tim Peel, and Tim said no, it was a trip. But if you look at that, Bozak's stick is on the puck.
Yeah,
Before the guy
years
falls
ago,
over, before a car, he falls over his stick.
yeah, years ago in the 70s and 80s, sometimes they would call that, but if a guy was going after the puck and had his stick on the puck and it was between the player's legs and the player moved or got tripped, a lot of times they didn't call it. They very rarely called it.
Yeah. The grab and shaking his head, that could have injured Bush's neck. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, that is. Good
I
point,
think
Gina.
now I might be wrong on this, but for me, unsportsmanlike conduct should be an automatic 4 with the review for 5 or more. Right? You have to now look at any other sport. Right? Look at football. An unsportsmanlike conduct is an automatic 15. It's the most grievous penalty there is. There's one that can be more grievous as far as yardage in that, but an unsportsmanlike conduct in football is the most grievous penalty. It's a 15-yard penalty and a first down. It can change a game.
Yeah, and if it's just so blatant,
yeah,
they can kick you out of the game.
An ejection. So for me, if you're going to call an unsportsmanlike conduct, it automatically should be a 4-minute penalty, a double minor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then should be reviewed for a major or a misconduct. Right? I think that because that.
I don't have a problem with that.
Because if otherwise you call roughing, right? You call rough a normal, but he went above and beyond what roughing is. If you're going to go above and beyond what roughing is, then it should be more of a penalty.
I think anytime you go for a guy's head, it should be more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
If you go for the guy's head with a stick, should be more than 2 minutes. If you go for a guy's head with your elbow, it should be 4 minutes or a 5-minute major. If you go for a guy's head and it's intent to injure, it should be a 5-minute major and a game misconduct.
Right.
Guys, these rules are not.
To be honest, the penalty that they don't use enough is the 5-minute misconduct.
No, they don't.
I'd like to see them use that a lot more.
It needs to. There was a game the other night I was watching it, and they didn't give the guy 5 minutes, and I'm going, what do you mean?
They always jump to the 10-minute, and there's a 5-minute misconduct.
And
that 5-minute misconduct takes the player off the ice for 5 minutes, but it doesn't affect the players on the ice. It's not a misconduct penalty. Does not put you in a penalty kill situation. All right. So a minor, a double minor, and a major puts the team in a penalty kill situation.
Gina,
a misconduct takes the player off the ice, but leaves it at 5 men
Gina,
or more.
are you sure it's Ludacris and not Jay-Z? I'm sorry, that was a joke.
Right.
Hey,
Well,
have you noticed something? I'm
what?
actually in person tonight.
Yeah, I seen that. How you feeling? You feeling better?
I'm really tell you, these meds are just. I'm happy that it got rid of the cancer, and
Yeah.
just waiting for more to pop up. But I'm just so dead. I mean, I go in and there's times I want to start doing a podcast of my own,
Yeah.
and I start doing it, and I just hit a mental block, and I'm like, I can't think.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on yesterday. Yesterday, I really needed I needed assistance yesterday, and I appreciate it.
No, anytime, and normally if I feel like it, I'll come on.
Yeah. It's the Blues have played good this first period. The second period concerns me. This game concerned me. You look at the 5-game stretch, and this was the game, especially after the last 2 games where you're winning 2-1. This is that this game sets the trip now, right? Are the series, this 5-game section, right?
You're setting the tone. You're setting the tone for that 5-game
Right,
stretch.
yeah. So, I mean, you win this game or you get a point in this game, you've taken you're 500 for this no matter what.
Yep.
Everything else is a bonus.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because none of these 5 teams it's not divisional, right? So it doesn't hurt you in the division, but it really can set you up to challenge within the wild card and the division.
Yeah.
And for me,
Yeah,
I was concerned about this game because Florida's a fast team. They're a physical team. But we can beat this team if we play together, and that's what I think they need to be doing.
Yeah, and I know that some people are upset Hoffer started, but I figured he would, and he probably should have, because the Blues' plans are either by next year or the end of next season. They want Hoffer to be playing to be like a 1B and Bennington to be a 1A or vice versa.
I could see that.
And you know what? People will say, well, it's good because you have 2 goalies going into the playoffs that have played around 40 games each. They're not going to be wore out.
I agree with that. I'd have no problem with them. Oh, well, I do. I would rather it be closer to 50-30.
Yeah, I was actually thinking 45-37.
Yeah, because you if you're doing this 50-50 thing, right? You're actually taking away that.
Well, you remember when the Blues beat Dallas after the 2015-16 season?
Yeah.
And they ended up losing to San Jose.
Yeah.
Remember they had Niemi and was it Lettinen?
Yeah.
They had those 2 guys, and people would say, well, you can't have, if you have 2 starters, you don't. Well, neither one of those guys were good. Neither one of them were good enough to be starters, and that's why they ended up losing in the playoffs. I think.
Well, you when they lost to Dallas, yeah.
Yeah, no, I personally think that Bennington will not finish his contract here, whether it's the last year or the 2 years left. They'll figure out a way to move him, and then Hoffer is going to be the goalie of the future. And it's nothing against Bennington. It's nothing against Bennington.
Oh no, it's not. It's you got to look at what we've got in the pipe. We are goaltender heavy.
Yeah, right? You know what worries me though?
What?
Years ago, I was talking to a front office person. It's when they had Bishop and Allen in the system. Yeah. Half of the front office wanted to trade Allen. The other half wanted to trade Ben Bishop. And all, if you go back and look at it, I love Jake Allen, but man, I wish they'd have kept Ben Bishop.
Yeah, but I think if Bishop stays in St. Louis, he doesn't perform the way he did because, first of all, as big as he was and the knee problems that he had, I think he would have had them a lot quicker here than he ended up having them in his career. And he would have been forced to be a number 1 a lot quicker instead of being able to settle his game down. By the time he got to Dallas, he was ready to be a starter. He would have been forced into being a starter a lot quicker in St. Louis, and I think that could have brought him down some.
Well, he was already the starter in Tampa with before Vasilevsky came in.
I thought he was a backup. I thought he ended up being a
Nope.
backup.
He went from the Blues to he went from the Blues to the Senators
Hey,
to the
CJ.
to Tampa, and he won at least that first cup with Tampa as their main goalie.
Was he their main? I thought he was the back. I'd have to go back and look. Right? I'd have to go back and look. Allen couldn't hold a starter position his whole career. Allen, there was something between the guys and Allen because when he
Yeah,
played, they
yeah,
just I think they over trusted him because they just
yeah. They played totally different in front of Brian Elliott than
yeah.
they did
There
Allen.
was a circle of mistrust that
Yep.
happened.
Something,
That can
and I'm going to tell you something about Jake Allen. I've met him. Maybe it's just he looks like he doesn't care, but he's
yeah.
just kind of that quieter guy. He's not Bennington. He's not gonna, be really loud in your face and stuff like that. And maybe they thought being kind of a quiet guy that he thought that the players thought he was stuck up. But they're complaining about him in Montreal, and I've watched about 20 Montreal games this year.
Yeah.
Montreal's defense sucks.
Oh, I know they do. Quick question: is this the best goalie duo since Halleck Elliott? No,
It,
I'd have to
it
think.
will
I
be.
have to think that Bennington Allen was a little better than what we have right now.
I think at the end it will be.
In the end, yeah, it will be, but
Yep.
it's not there yet.
Yep.
Right, and it might surpass Halleck Elliott.
Yep.
I think it might.
Yep.
Though I know there's a lot of guys out there that do not like, that are not Bennington, that think Bennington is just
Well,
so
I don't know if
goalie.
you see. I don't know if you see it, Guy, but at least 3 times a week, I see Twitter polls on how Jordan Bennington is the most hated player in the league, and I don't get it.
Yeah, and that's just because of that. You know what? It all comes down to that turning Kadri into a martyr. That's
Yep.
what it was. It's all of that. That has everything to do with it.
Yep. That's a
Right?
good point,
That's
Jason
not on
McMullen.
Bennington.
Jason brings up that Elliott was better at rebound control.
Yeah, I do believe that. And then Benner's a top 10 goalie in the NHL. I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And Hoffer's going to get there.
He's going to get there.
Well, now we're 5-on-4.
Yeah. 4-on-3.
No, we're off that.
No, I'm showing 9 seconds left on the 4-on-3.
Then I'm ahead of you pretty heavily then. I'm at 18:51.
I'm at 19:11.
And I think they just scored.
That was a good year, 1911.
Yeah, they just scored. It is 2-1. They get the power play goal against us. I wasn't sure if they did. Allen played great even in 2018 against the good teams. We just couldn't beat the bottom feeders, but the team just seems to take the night off when they played bad teams. That was a perception. I don't think it was the right perception.
And hey, Bennington will tell you, Berube will tell you, and every player on that team will tell you. And that 18-19 season, the year they won the cup, if it wasn't for Jake Allen in that second half having like a 2.19 or 2.23 goals against, they would not have went to the playoffs.
Yep. Well, we're down 2-1.
Yeah. There's nothing Hoffer could do about that one.
Yeah.
Parayko was right there. Parayko's got to get more in there, but that was a pretty quick pass.
Man, the guy against me started Kachuk today. Damn it. Kachuk got an assist on that. Yeah, but killing me. I got no point. Oh man, I'm -4 today already. Ouch.
Who's your goalies again?
I have Bennington and Wedgwood, and Wedgwood didn't start yesterday, and Bennington didn't start today. So I'm kind of in a eye test. Yes, I get where you're going with that. How in the eye test the team did seem shaky. Oh, there's a penalty coming. Is that going to be on us or on them? No, it's on them. Might be a 4. Can't tell if it. Yeah, that's a 4. He's cut. We could end up with a 4 here. 4 minutes. Double minor. Let's see if we can take the lead here, or at least get it tied. Let's make this power play work for a change.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he took one right in the chiclets. I think Allen got bad. Allen got mistreated by the fans. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and for some reason, the fan base in the 80s and 90s didn't used to be this way, but
Yeah.
they can't like both of our goalies. They can only like one of them.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. When you get hit in the chin like that, that hurts.
Oh yeah. I don't think he'll be in the locker room long. Just kind of maybe they
No,
might take a
no.
stitch or two.
They'll stitch it or else they'll butterfly stitch it and then stitch it after the game.
Or wait till put something in that they can get him to the intermission.
Yeah. I lived on butterfly stitches. I love butterfly stitches.
No. Oh, nice little move by Krug to Kyrou there.
Yeah, that was. I think I'm close to you now.
I'm at 17:22.
I'm at 17:30.
Got a shot on the power play. We got 3:19 to go in the power play. I just like to see him get one of these, man.
Yeah, just get one. Let's tie it up.
Right. Power plays look better this game. I will say that. So far, the power play has looked better.
They're moving the puck a lot better on the power play.
Yeah. Like both goalies, Allen, but not Allen. I liked Allen. I just think Allen got blamed. Allen was one of those guys. Every goal he let in was his fault.
Yep.
Every single goal he let in, no matter what else happened, and he was hung out to dry,
A
left,
lot.
right, and center, and those were always put on him.
Yep.
Always.
He gave up a lot of goals on breakaways and giving up pucks.
Yeah.
I number one, he's a nice guy, super nice, one of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. If I was a professional player, one place I would, even though I like the Canadians, they're one of my favorite teams, I would not play in Montreal.
Oh yeah, that.
Or Toronto.
Yeah. I've asked guys about that, and and I've had a couple of guys that like were French guys from Montreal.
Yeah.
And they said they don't want to play in that fishbowl.
Yeah. I think the only team I would play
off the
for
goalpost.
Would be Vancouver.
Oh, Hayes just missed. Say again?
I said the only team I would probably play for if I would have been good enough would have been Vancouver.
In Canada?
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
It's one of the most beautiful areas you'll ever see.
I would think Calgary might be a good place to play.
Calgary, the fans love the team. They're great people. I've spent years in Calgary and in BC and in Toronto and all that traveling. And Canada overall is the nicest people. But man, when it comes to, people are going to get mad at me, but the nicest province I ever went to, no matter what city I went to, whether it was Grand Prairie, whether it was Edmonton, whether it was Cochrane, whether it was Calgary, it was Alberta. Alberta to me has the nicest people.
Yeah. I
didn't spend a lot of time in Saskatchewan, but they were really nice too.
Wow, they've wasted this power play. 52 seconds to go, and they're not moving their feet. They're not opening lanes.
Yep.
Right? Oh, they're just not moving around. I saw this thing with Matthews the other day on the power play where he kept his head on the puck and was circling around. You could see when he got around, he would throw his head back around real quick so he could keep his eye on the puck, and he was always searching to get in that one area.
Yep.
All right.
I used to, one of my coaches I used to have, if the team was playing bad in a power play and in the intermission, he would come and he goes, I have one question. How many of our guys were on the ice just before we come in here. 5. How many guys were on the ice for the other team? 4. Then why did you play like they had 7 guys out
Yeah.
there?
Right. Power play still struggling. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll fix itself.
I think it's at the point now where it's quicksand.
Yeah.
Right. I think the power play is now quicksand, and it's just going to take something heavy to break that quicksand.
I will be happy if they make the top 16 in the power play.
They're 31st.
Yeah. That's why I said I would be happy if they were just average in the middle.
They would have to be extraordinary to get to average.
Well, you remember that one year they were really bad in the first part of the year, and in the second part of the year they were like the top 2.
That was the year that they were the best special teams.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah,
they were only they struggled for like the first 8 games, 8 to 10 games.
they were bad in those first 10 games.
But then it came back. You're talking we're at the halfway point of the season right now, right? This is game 39 for us.
Yep.
2 more games and we're at halfway.
That's
And
right.
so in order for us to get to the middle, we would have to be extraordinary. You're a jackass.
Robert.
You're a jackass. I love him.
No, I think Mike Yo could fix it.
I don't even think Quenneville could fix our power play.
I think if he did, it would take him a little bit of time. By the way, do you think Quenneville will get another job in the NHL?
Yes.
I think he will, but unlike Montgomery, what he did was a lot worse by ignoring that. I think it's going to take another 2 to 3 years before he'll get a job.
You know, I struggle with this. I don't think it was worse. I think it's on the same level. Montgomery sexually assaulted a female team member, a female member, while he was drunk. Well, a sexually assault might be too strong of a word.
It is too strong because I know what happened, and I wouldn't. And I don't want women getting mad at me, but I think even 50 to 60% of the women would say it wasn't a sexual assault. He just went too far.
But he was overtly sexual.
Yes, he was, and he was
drunk.
toasted.
Huh? Oh,
he was
yeah.
toasted when he did it.
And that is what caused him to lose his job. And so, are they singing it again? I'm not even paying attention. I'm talking to Lance here, and got to tie this up. I really think you got to go into this second tied. I really do. Last time I checked, a human with a solid object and a puck is a solid object, but the Blues want to try and put a solid through a solid. Yeah, I see that some with shooting right at the goalie and trying to get the rebound, but not shooting it low enough.
Yeah, Chris, I bring that up a lot, and I've had other people tell me, even though I was a goalie for all those years, that it's not the fact they're shooting it into the goalie's chest. The goalie just has such good positioning. Now, that might be true sometimes, but a lot of times when a guy is, let's say he's hugging one of the posts and you're on that side and shooting it, and you shoot it right into his chest, you shot it right into his chest.
Yeah. Scandella,
I don't like country roads anymore, Michael. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Lance, you just got to look from Robert Morton's wife, so be careful. We're in trouble. You know what he did was similar, and I wonder how many remember this, to what Joe Namath did.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
Right? I think it was at a playoff game or I don't think it was a Super Bowl. I think it was a playoff game, and Namath was toasted and hit on a female reporter during the game, during an interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Montgomery did was very much along those lines.
Yep. Just not during an interview.
Yeah. Talking the force passes. Okay. Okay, I see what you're saying with the force passes. Yeah, I can see some of that. Shots are tied up at 15, so the Blues are leading 6-4 this period. But not having the power play goal, given being 0 for 3 on the power play, this is just they got to figure something out. I got your back though, guys. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm in trouble. You ain't gonna watch my show anymore.
Yeah, that'll be turned off.
Yeah.
She'll disconnect his internet.
Yeah. I can't see it. It's little there. I have to put it on the screen to see it. You need to preface it. The first thing you should have said is, "Do not read this out loud." Not the last. Or you should have had NSF or NSW.
Yeah.
Right? NSFW is what it should have said. Not safe
Be
for
back.
life.
I'll be back in a little bit, guy.
Okay. No problem.
All right. I'll be back, guys. Thanks.
No problem. Yeah, that's what you should have did. Oh my goodness. She's gonna be mad at me, not you. She loves you. She get mad at me in a heartbeat. You sleep on the couch, maybe. I'm playing fantasy. I'm playing one of the top teams. Like the guys won the league twice, and second once or something like that. So, God, I need some points today. He's only got 2 guys playing, Kachuk and Kopitar. And Kachuk's already got him assists, so I absolutely need Scandella and Thomas to get me something. Oh, Letty, you should have fired that. Got to get it in the back of the net, though. Saad's back. Oh, cap it in a pass to nobody. I haven't been a shot for a little bit of time here. Don't let Reinhardt sit there with the puck. Get after him. That's the problem. You can't let that guy sit on the wall. That puck slipped by Kyrou. Offer makes a good save there. Just taking a closer look at the guys that got playing today. Boy, I am just taking it in the show. I had a feeling I was going to lose bad this week. I just hope I can keep it close to even. Are you guys still here? 15 of you are. Yay, me! Tad Dieterman, John Penner, Gina McMillan, Daniel DeShay, I can't say that last name, Ryan Green, John Ilg, it looks like, Robert Murray, John Hefner, Jose Figueres, Ashley Jones, Robert Murray, Matt Park, and a few more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, nice puck movement there. Oh, he waited too long. Parayko waited too long there. He should have let that go as soon as that puck got there. Now they're having trouble getting it out of the zone. And pass. Nobody's talking. I'd love to send one of those shirts to my daughter. Numbers dropped to 11. Wow, firing away. Oh, well, it is what it is. I got 16 likes, though. I'll take that. Thank you. Not getting the puck out of the zone. And Hayes gave up on that one. Good save by Hofer there. Hey, Ricky. Oh, Torp! Torp! Snake bit. Just can't get the bounces. Wow. Nobody there. Oh, it just slipped on Parayko. Oh, Thomas left that one. Oh, Kyra tried to make too much of a move there. Oh, we'll talk about that maybe at post game. I kind of I seen that. I don't know if it was a podcaster guy or someone said it was a beat writer, but somebody put something out there that should have never been put out there. And I don't think it's true. I think that Hayes knows better. So I'm not. I think someone's just trying to get listeners. Pass to nobody. Oh, Neighbors is staying with that puck. Final minute. Oh, man. Not a great first period, but not a bad first period. Boy, you could use a late one here. We might get a power play going into the beginning of the third. Another 2 minute. Oh yeah, right in the mouth. Oh for 3. Gotta get one. Oh, that's the end of the second. I gotta take a leak and get some ice. I will be back. Sorry about that. So what was your impression of the second period there, Lance?
I thought for parts of it, the Blues played very well. I thought, though, that for most of it, Florida dictated the play. Not that the Blues played terrible. It's just Florida was all over them the way the Blues were all over Florida in the first period.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad period. It just seemed
No,
like Florida got to their game a little quicker than the Blues did. The goal was just one of those, their power play is very, very good. You're not going to hold them off for a while. Kachuk knows how to score goals, knows how to assist, how to get things going there. So you're going to take what you can get from them. Shot wise, it was 9-8 in favor of the Blues. Shots are 19-18. Attempts. I mean, they've only got 29 attempts this game, right? And the Blues are at 39 attempts, right? So I mean, the Blues are moving the puck. They're shooting the puck. They're just not. They're snake bit. Blues have 12 giveaways. That's huge. Hits are 17-6 in favor of Florida, right? I don't know if I think that that's a correct stat. I think that they're giving. I touched him. That's a hit, because that doesn't seem right to me. Giveaways 12 for St. Louis, 3 for, and I see this is the thing that I complain about a lot. Is the way giveaways are given out. They've got Hoffer with 3 giveaways. I don't get that. How does Hoffer have 3 giveaways?
because when he tries to shoot the puck from behind the goal, it ends up on a Florida stick.
Yeah, but that's not a direct giveaway. That there's other things there, right? Like the one he shot all the way down and it was icing. That's not a giveaway. The takeaways, Blues had 7, Florida had 5. Florida blocked 9 shots. We only blocked 3. A couple of posts in there. Face-offs, 14-16 in favor of them, 53% to 47%. It didn't seem like a bad period, and it didn't seem like a period where the Blues should be behind. So, now here's the thing. I say this: when you are behind, you have to come out and outshoot the team in the next period. No matter what, you got to outshoot them. Right? So you've got to control the puck, you've got to get pucks on net, and you got to get multiple pucks on net. You're starting with a power play too. This would be the perfect time to get your power play clicking. Right? Our power play, we have had 109 attempts, not counting the 3 today, and we only have 12 goals. Right? In order for us to get to to think about this, to get to 20%, right, which is probably mid pack, wouldn't you say that about mid pack?
Probably.
The Blues would have to probably score 8 straight goals, and then they may not make it. So they're at 111 now. Depending on what they do on this one. Yeah, that would probably put them right at 20%, I think. Well, here we go. Florida's at 21.4%, which is 15th.
Yeah, you
Right?
want your team to be at least 22, if not 24.6 to 25%.
Florida has 131 attempts. They have 28 goals. So we're at, not counting the one we're on, we're at 111. So that's 20 attempts. They have 20 more attempts than us. So in the next 20 attempts, and counting the one that we're on right now, right, we would have to score 16 goals to get to 20%. 16 goals in the next 20 attempts to get to 20%. Or 21%. There's no way.
Hey, John,
No
I'm
way.
gonna answer John's question. It can really hurt bad getting hit in the neck as a goalie. Even if you have a neck guard, sometimes those pucks will get up in there. It hurts them when you get hit in the cage or the helmet. Used to when I was younger, a lot of the older equipment didn't have really good protection around your wrist.
Oh,
and you
okay.
get hit in the wrist, and that really, really hurt.
Right. Well, yeah, he asked before about getting hit in the chest with the puck. Does that hurt? Do you feel it?
The older equipment, yeah, I'd have bruises.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt terribly, but I was used to it.
Well,
but
the new equipment is basically Kevlar, and
yeah,
it's a type of bulletproof vest.
It is so light and it protects you so much better. In my experience with it, you feel a little bit of pressure. You feel it hit, but it's not like it's like, oh, that hurt.
If Snoogie was in the NHL right now, where does his shot rank? I know he's doing what he's doing in college, but the shot looks insane. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to translate. We'll see. We'll see. I honestly don't know. Because the way these things, they're basically inside. That's Kevlar. Could an NHL chest protector stop a bullet?
No.
Right? Not packed hard enough?
No, it's not. It's basically, it's like a similar to Kevlar, but it ain't going to stop a bullet. Nothing going that fast. It'll protect you against 100 to 105 mile an hour slap shot, but it ain't going to protect you against a bullet going, 2,300 feet a second or 1,700 feet a second.
I just wonder because I know it's made in the similar fashion.
It's a similar type of material, but yeah, it's so much easier to move in today's equipment than it was back in the 70s, 80s, even 90s. I mean, it's just like you because you get so used to working with that heavy equipment, you get a big workout every night. And then with that other equipment, you still get a workout, but it's not quite the same. You're not as sore. At least if your defense does its job. I'm going to bring a Snuggles doll to the hockey game, and I'm going to put a little miniature Snuggaroo jersey on it, and on the back it's just going to say Snuggie.
I put it up. I don't have a solid answer. It looks like they're giving me a lot of stuff about the chest protector, but oh well, it's something I would brought out. Wow, Snoogie's that second in NHL or NCAA goals. Hi, Tammy. Snoogie night.
Well, it's like I said, they need to take that Snuggles bear from
I was thinking of that
from Downey Softness and give it away with a Snuggaroo jersey, but just put Snuggie on the back.
Give away every time he scores a goal. Give away one of those Downey bears.
Yep. Or if he gets a hat trick, everybody throw the Snuggie bears on the ice.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
What else? I mean, think with Walker. If Walker scores a goal, you throw kangaroos.
Yep. or you know what you could throw? Those Vegemite sandwiches they eat in Australia.
Oh no.
Well, nobody's gonna miss them, guy. They're nasty.
Have you ever had Vegemite?
Yes, I have.
That shit is stinky, man. That shit is
And
bad.
the texture is terrible.
Yeah, I've had one. Wow, I took 2 bites of it, and that was it. And the guy that gave it to me, that was just laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
Scores in bunches, but then doesn't do a lot. That's the only thing that I'm concerned with him. So he's shin.
It's like I said, most top scorers, like Matthews, Matthews today, he doesn't score a goal every game. He'll have 4 or 5 goals in 6 games, and he won't score for 2 or 3. Then I'll have 5 goals in 3 games. That's
What
most.
is the longest NHL goal scoring game streak? I don't think it's more than 10 games. And if it is, I'm pretty sure Gretzky owns it.
Brett Hall did 50 in 50 games.
Yeah, but
50 straight games.
Gretzky got 50 in 39 games.
Yeah, but I'm saying somebody has done it.
He did not score a goal every game, though. He had games where he scored 2 goals or 3 goals. He did not score a goal every game. He did not score a goal for 50 straight games or for 50 straight games.
I'm saying if you average it out, that's what he did.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, what is the most goals streak, the longest goal streak, goal scoring streak?
I think it's in the 30s.
It's got to be Gretzky, and it might have been that night. I don't even think that night, because you know what? Here's the thing. The night he got the 50 goals, I think it was December 30th, 1981, and he got 5 goals that night in the 39th game. Right? Let me do a quick search. See if this comes up. I must have typed football instead of hockey. Here we go. 16 games in a row.
Yep.
Punch Bobert holds the record for the longest consecutive goal-scoring streaks in NHL history with 16 games in a row from 1921 to 1922. All right? So that's it. I mean, right there. In a playoff season, it was 10 games. Reggie Leach in 76.
Reggie Leach.
So I don't know what Gretzky's longest is, but it's not 16. The longest from the start of an NHL career is 14 games, and that's from 1917-18.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there's the answer. There's the answer there. Gretzky's 9. 16 goals. Not sure how many games it was. I think it was 16 games. I don't think it was 16 goals. Let me go back and read that. 16 games in a row. It doesn't say how many goals he scored. Let me bring it up, see what it shows. No.
Consecutive goals. 26 goals.
I'm still looking.
26 goals in 16 games is what the other guy did.
Okay. No, it doesn't say how many goals he scored. Somebody look it up.
I'm almost positive the assist is either 20 something or 30 something games.
Yeah, okay. He scored 26 goals in 16 games. Okay.
They should.
Links don't work. Well, they not if for you guys they work, they don't for me. I can't. I have to go into where you're actually like. I'd have to go to YouTube because he's on YouTube, so I don't think the link would work very well. I'll find it later, but I appreciate it, C1. I appreciate it, Boomer. All right, thank you. 19 likes today. Thank you. Wow, man. Erickson Krieger threw it in there. Wow, wee, woohee. Is what it is, man. Let's just see what they do in this period. You know, I just hope they keep playing, solidly, and keep this down. Keep things down. Get a point. Get a point. Tie this up and get the point. I'll be happy there. Right. This is an important game. You have to be thinking a point in this game, no matter what. We talked about it, because that puts you to where no matter what for this 5-game stretch, you're going to be 500. It's going to be a successful one. So let's see what happens on the power play here. Kaepernick caught the post, but nobody with him to put in the. Oh, Bushnavis tried to headbutt it in. That wouldn't have counted. Couple posts. Yep.
Yep. Goalie's best friend.
Where are we here? Here we go. Let's see what happens. 1-15, we're trailing after 2. We've won 1 game, and I think that was the Chicago game. That was a Chicago game.
Mm-hmm.
Another save. Yeah, Bushnavis was really good getting that puck there after that first shot. Oh, Kyrie lost it there. Oh, Shin, you got to tip that towards the net. Oh, and Shin goes to nobody. 25, another failed power play. This is 4 chances to tie this game or take the lead, and you've just. Ugh. Oh, I lost Lance. Three 3-1. Kachuk with the one-timer. Wow. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That hurt. I am going to get destroyed this week. Come on, just get one back, guys. Just get one back. Oh, Walker fought for that one. Thanks, JJ. Oh, close. Shots are 21 apiece. Oh, he just couldn't snap it in there. Tough game. Tough game. I mean, they're playing hard, though, and they're not giving up. That's for sure. Oh, Kyrie, good shot. Out of play. Come on, neighbors. Ah. A tough month. A tough month. There's one easy kind of game in there, maybe. Tough month though. Tough game, man. They're just talked about when you're behind, you've got to lead in shots, and right now it's 4-3 Blues, but we're done. This game's over. We're done. Looks like a Chuck. Oh man, killing me, and he's on the other team. Ouch, we're done. Three-point night for Chuck. And we make a backup look extraordinary again. Ouch. Da, da, da. This is not looking good for us. This is not looking good for us. At all. At all. Not looking good at all. Yeah. I was kind of thinking the same thing, man. I was thinking the same thing. Well, they brought in a power play expert to help the power play. They brought in a guy, and I forget who he was, but they brought him in just before Berube got fired to help the power play. Brad Richards, yeah, there you go. They brought him in, and in all actuality, it hasn't helped. And Ott, I think, overall runs the power play. I think Shen needs to come off that first unit, to be honest with you. That's what I would think. That's exactly what I would think. I've said that last game. It's not a joke of a team. Come on. The Panthers aren't a shit team. This is a very good team we're playing. I hate when I'm sorry, man. Yeah, they're not playing like garbage though. This is a good team. They have not played bad. They're just being outplayed. That doesn't mean they played bad. I'm sorry, I can't get on board with that, Anthony. And this is a good team, though. It's not like they're playing bad. Yeah, passing has not been great this game. I will admit that. I think we're right there. I don't know if we get it or not, but we're right there. Yeah, I know who makes the playoff. I understand that, Anthony. Trust me, I do. Yeah, we're just outside right now. I did read that. I'm okay. I right now at this point, yeah, I think this is not a bad loss. I don't know if it's a good loss, but it's not a bad loss. We're on the outside. We're just on the outside. Oh, Sonny's going on a pop. Sonny for a minor. I don't know if that was though. Yeah, I know. Well, right now the big thing is. Oh wow, they got them both. So 4-on-4. I think we are. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Come on, let's get one. Oh, Thomas should have passed that back to Prunovich there. Well, now they're moving their feet. Ah, oh, Prunovich lost it there. I don't know. I'm. Oh, Kyrie lost that one. He got it taken away. That was a takeaway, not a giveaway. Kaya ripped one high. Oh, another good shot. Just misses. It might help. I don't know. I've been there before and it hasn't worked. He did not have a great game defensively against Carolina. I'm sorry. Maybe, Jason. Rusted Land, Nathan Maris, thank you. No ice in there. It is 4-1 Panthers. There's an icing. Oh for 4. Actually 5. No, 0 for 4 on the power play. That's it. All right, 1. They've got us at 0 for 4, but I feel like it's 0 for 5. No, 0 for 4. That's right. We're 31st in the league. That should have been a penalty. That absolutely should have been a penalty. Oh, wow, that should have been a penalty. Got to get 1 to get 2. Yeah. Shin gives it away. Good save by Hoffer. Needed that. I don't know what they can do to come back, man. I honestly don't. They just can't seem to score, and we need goals. No, we are not. Well, we're next to it. Our power play. Well, we're probably bottom of the league now. Power play is 31st in the league at 11%, and it's lower than that now. So we've had 4 power plays. So 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. So we've had 113 attempts, 113 attempts, and we've scored 12 goals. So we're just over 10%. All right. We're at 11%. So we're like 10.6% or something like that. Florida is very good defensively. Right? Florida is only allowing 2.5 goals per game, and we're scoring 2.8, and we're allowing 3.1. So right there, we have a minus 11 plus minus our goal differential. I.e., It is 4-1 Florida. Ooh, they almost scored a fifth one. Been a tough game. Blue scored first and haven't been able to score since then. 400 answered goals by Florida with 7:27 to go in the third in the game. And an icing on the Blues. I haven't really done a out of town scoreboard, so Blackhawks are down 2-1 to the Oilers at the end of 2. Bruins are up 1-0 on the Coyotes. Senators and Calgary are tied at 2. In games that have gone final, Seattle beat Buffalo 5-2. Toronto 7-1 over the Sharks. Vancouver 5-2 over the Islanders. The Lightning clipped the Kings in overtime 3-2. Jets blank the Jackets 5-0. Ducks are actually, that's with 5:49 to go in the third there. They're just stuck at getting at 4 games over 500. Shots are 26-25, 7 apiece for this period. I'd like to see him just get one more, you know? Back on the penalty kill. Oh, this is going to be bad. Got a minute to go on this penalty kill. And they've just got Husso in a shooting gallery right now. Parayko made a good read there. Oh, did I say Huso? I'm sorry. I meant Hoffer. Sorry. Hoffer, I mean, this game isn't on Hoffer. I mean, this is not on him. 4:13 to go, and that penalty did not help us. Chen just throws it in. That doesn't do any good. Please don't pull a goalie. Please don't pull a goalie because we haven't controlled the puck that well at all. Yeah, more than likely. No, they're going to blame it on Hoffer and Kyrou. Absolutely going to blame it on Kyrou. Oh, and they pull the goalie. Mother effer. Why the hell would they do that? I'm sorry, Bannister. That's not a smart move. You're just going to give Tkachuk his freaking hat trick. I don't think he's played bad at all. I think none of them have offensively played extremely well. I mean, Kyrou's numbers aren't bad. I mean, Kyrou had one penalty, had 5 shots, 2 were blocked, 5, 9, 11 attempts. They've got him for 2 giveaways and 1 takeaway. Robert Thomas was 5 for 11, 5 and 11 in the face-off circle. That doesn't help. That right there, I mean, he's got to get better in the face-off circle. I don't know why they pulled the net. Pulled the goalie. That doesn't make. You're trying to get offense. That's what you're trying to do, but you haven't controlled the puck good enough to do that. There we go. Nope. Well, there's support. I mean, I'm seeing support this time. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. Kyrou there got in the way of a sure goal. Yeah. Oh, Matt was trying for the Hattie there. No, they haven't had one scored against them. Yeah, he got his hat trick. I'm screwed. Oh, that screwed me tonight. This guy had two players. I had a full roster and he destroyed me tonight. Unfucking real. This is why I struggle with my league when this stuff happens. You know, the top teams get all the best players and they perform when they should. I mean, he's got Kopitar and Kachuk. That's it. I've got Niederreiter, Hopkins, O'Reilly, Tereshchenko, Thomas. And then my defense is kind of weak, but still, I'm getting destroyed. He's got 3 goals, an assist, 4 points. He's +2, got 2 penalty minutes, 9 shot on goals, a power play point, a hat trick, 3 hits, 2 blocks, 6 takeaways, 1 giveaway, and 12 faceoffs. I have 1 assist, 1 point, -2, 4 penalty minutes, 6 shots on goal, 8 hits, 4 blocks, 4 takeaways, 2 giveaways, and 14 faceoff wins. I mean, he destroyed me today with 2 players. Unfucking real. Unfucking real. I can. What a bad game. I mean, the third, they just didn't. I mean, it's. Kachuk gets a natural hat trick. Unreal. Yeah. It'll be Kachuk. Kachuk, Verhaeghe, and then the goalie. The goalie will be 3rd star. Verhaeghe 2nd. Well, no. Goalie will be the 2nd star. Verhaeghe 3rd. Goalie 2nd. And then Kachuk the number 1 star. Never gonna happen. Never, ever, ever gonna happen. We couldn't afford it. That was all junk. That was all junk. There was no way. And in fact, I know for a fact St. Louis was one of the teams he didn't want to go to. I'm almost dead certain that I know that for a fact. One goal on 6 shots is not a very good game. All right. Oh, this one was bad. I mean, it could have been good, but no, he did not. He did not want to begin St. Louis. Did not at all. Brady maybe, but not Matt. And I know this for a fact. Will not give away my source, but it's a damn good one. Oh man, what a tough game. 8 straight wins for them. We couldn't stop it. I don't know about that. It wasn't that. It was never going to happen. It was never going to happen. And you look at what they gave up. So it was Reinhardt. I was close. Reinhardt, Solars, and Kachuk. So I said Verhage instead of Reinhardt. Reinhardt had a goal. I don't think he had an assist, though. He only had 1 point. Yeah, okay. So there you go. Reinhardt got had the game-winning goal. That's why. And Kachuk with the natural hat trick. There you go, guys. Yeah. Okay, guys. Is what it is. Tough night. After 3 hours, I'm kind of done. And there's a few of you sticking around, but I'm gonna call it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Guys, have a great night. I love you. See, I don't know about tomorrow. We'll see. But I'll see you Thursday, no matter what. Right. So have a good one, guys.